Indy 500 pole sitter Scott Dixon is the most successful IndyCar driver in the modern era, with 6 championships and 51 wins, which puts him third all-time, just one race victory away from tying the legendary Mario Andretti. The career parallels between Andretti and Dixon don't just stop at wins and championships. They carry through to success and failure at the Indianapolis 500. Andretti's illustrious career only featured one Indy 500 win, that coming in 1969. Between 1970 and 1994, Andretti's pursuit and ultimate failure to win a second 500 became known as the Andretti Curse. Each year, Mario came oh so close, but oh so far from victory. Dixon, like Andretti, has only one Indy 500 crown, that coming in 2008. Since then, every year, he's seemingly found a new and interesting way to lose the sport's biggest prize. Is Scott Dixon cursed at the Indy 500? Well, let's take a look at the last 13 years, and you decide. 2009. Scott Dixon led the most laps in his Indy 500 defense, but a bad pit stop took him out of contention for victory late. Helio Castroneves went on to win. 2010. Dixon lost a wheel during a pit stop and was never truly in contention for victory. He finished 5th. 2011. Once again, Dixon leads 73 laps of the race, but ran out of fuel on the last lap, again finishing 5th. In 2012, while racing for victory, he got passed by Takuma Sato. Then Sato crashed trying to pass Franchitti on the last lap, ending the race under yellow. Franchitti won. 2013, the Ganassi Racing Team was simply uncompetitive at the Indianapolis 500, and Dixon had no chance of victory. 2014 was a different story, but Dixon crashed in turn 4 while running 4th. 2015 looked even better for Scott Dixon. He started from pole, led the most laps, but an overheated engine while leading in the late stages faded Dixon's hopes to 4th place. 2016 was described by Scott Dixon as a lackluster year. He finished 8th, but the Chevy Aero kit was no match for the Honda that year, and Alexander Rossi won. 2017 seemed like it would be a totally different story for Scott Dixon. He'd switched to the dominant Indy 500 Honda Aero kit, qualified on pole, but then the bad luck began that night when he was robbed at gunpoint in a Taco Bell drive-thru. And then in the race, he narrowly escaped death in a scary crash with Jay Howard, which sawed the car in half. Dixon luckily walked away. 2018 was a quiet year for Scott Dixon, but he still almost stole a victory, nearly passing eventual race winner Will Power on the final restart, but ultimately couldn't get it done and had to settle for 3rd. 2019 was also a quiet year for Scott Dixon. Never in the mix for victory, he was caught up in a massive pileup late in the race, but still managed to finish the race. 2020 was truly the Indy 500 that got away from Scott Dixon. Despite leading over half of the race, he was caught and passed by Takuma Sato and never got close enough again to challenge. The race ended up ending under yellow, and Dixon had to settle for 2nd. Surely 2021 would be the year that Dixon would get his 2nd. He yet again won the pole and was leading the race in the early stages until Stephen Wilson crashed in the pits during a pit sequence, bringing out the yellow and catching Dixon out. Dixon ran out of fuel, stalled the engine, and was never a factor the rest of the event. And now we get to 2022. Scott Dixon has scored back-to-back poles in the Indianapolis 500, setting a record-breaking pole speed in the process. But can he win his 2nd Indianapolis 500? We find that out Sunday. What do you think? Does Dixon break the curse this year, or does he continue down the path of Mario Andretti? That's up to you. Let me know down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Indy 500 month coverage. This has been David Land on YouTube, and I will see you in the next video.